Dick move.
This is bad pop here. Good pop's close. Today we're going to be covering a phenomenon that's going on all too much throughout America and the Western world. Gonorrhea! The troll hole effect. Bad news bears, baby. All those kids that reach 18 and they fail to launch. We all see them. Basement door opens. A strange man walks out who's unshowered, stinks of Doritos and maybe fresh vagina. Fresh vagina, titty milk, and Funyuns. Grabs something out of the refrigerator and disappears back downstairs. You have a troll hole problem. So we're going to go over some of the symptoms and some of the cures. That's your brother Bobby? What? He should be like 26. Where's he? Oh, he's been down there for 7 years now. What? I think he pees in the slop sink downstairs. He doesn't come up that often. Every empty 2-liter bottle is filled with piss. They can't even put the controller down long enough to go to the bathroom. They literally, are still playing and peeing in bottles.
You know that has a pause button, right?
Yeah! It's going to make some people mad, but it's not the job of the teachers or the coaches or what have you to teach your children to live in the real world. It's your job, and if you don't do it, this is what's going to happen. If you are a good parent, there are 3 basic things that your children will want to do when they get to the age of 18. If you did your job, they want to leave. Not only do they want to go, but they're motivated to go. They should be independent or working towards independence. Okay, if you haven't done that, you've failed. Foot in the ass. I'm gonna hammer a lot of women out there. You single mothers out there, your kids going to prison, getting killed, getting all tore up out there in the real world, because you're not doing these 3 things. You're coddling them and you're creating a bunch of monsters. My mother whipped my ass, and guess what? I have a condition now. It's called respect for others. And the problem today is a lot of people think that discipline is abuse. Sticking somebody's head in the toilet, whatever works. The swirly exists for a reason. It's not waterboarding, it's water shaping hair. That's it. I'm gonna stick your head in the toilet. No, you're not. Oh, yes, I am. If you don't eat your dinner from last night, you're gonna be eating my dinner from last night. That's not the preferred method, but it is a technique, and I've seen it. All right, here's some of the symptoms of a troll. And if it gets really bad, they don't shower and they actually do get troll hair. Okay, you are in the troll hole effect if you reach the age of 18 and do not have a job. And not only do you not have a job, but you have no desire to get a job, and you can't keep one if you got one. I'll be like, what are you till you're 18? And my kids will be like, we're your slaves. All right. My kids hustle me in pool for money. We bowl for money. We play Risk for money. It's crazy. All right, and that's just going out there to a lot of those younger gentlemen out there, and some of them are related to me. But you maintained poor grades or lack of grades in high school. This is bad because it does 2 things. A, it prevents you from going to college. B, you might not have a high school diploma. And that GED, you just wipe your ass with that because that's about all it's worth. I'm gonna have to bag on the schools here. If you're holding a graduation ceremony for every single grade, are you crazy? If there's no winners or losers, if you come in last, you are not the loser, you're the last winner. That is so stupid. By the time you get into the real world, you are just screwed. Your troll displays entitlement issues after they reach the age of 18, that they will continue to live in the house, eat your food, and get 3 hots and a cot for nothing. Okay, if this happens, guess what? Your fault. You're the enabler. In my day, there is no scholarship for a white boy with a 2.5 GPA, so I had to go in the Army. Winning! The youth of today really can't do that because they are disqualified physically from military service. Why is that? They're 18. They should be indestructible. Well, other than the fact that they're gravitationally challenged, a lot of these kids don't know how to socially interact with anybody because they're only doing it over the internet or phones. And half of them are already medicated before they're even 18. They have the Xbox body when they walk out the door, don't have any muscles, and a lot of fat, not conducive to soldier work. They have zero tolerance for pain and adversity. All they've done is sit at home and suck on mommy's titties. And in the good real world, it is weird, isn't it? What happens? Have you gone by a lot of those playgrounds today where they have the recycled tires and everything's rounded, there's no right angles and nobody can get hurt? When I was a kid, everything was made of wood and gutter nails and we threw dodgeballs at each other full of concrete. I mean, it was not uncommon to go outside in the recess and have a rock fight. That's how it went down, man. Concussions by the bushels. Rock dodgeball. And I turned out just fine. You know you really hit him hard when he goes down crying. They get health problems that normally do not present themselves until the individuals are in their 40s or mid-40s. Like their teeth are rotting out, they have bird bones, no muscle tone, heart disease. Gonorrhea! No. Because their mama babied them and they sat behind an Xbox. Winning? No. When they reach around 18, they're like, I want to have some privacy. And they move their bedroom down to the basement. And you're okay with it to start with because they're kind of out of your hair, but they're not. I got the highest score in the country of Call of Duty, but then I had to floss my ass with my sheets. And your screen name? Skid Mark 616. I can understand and condone if you have to piss in a bottle and you're caught in traffic or something. Look, we are built for convenience that way. But come on, take the death and go to the spawn point, get up and go take a dump and pee in the toilet. If they remain in that basement for more than 1 year after they graduate from high school, you have trouble. In today's economy, you can look the other way. If they're working and or they're going to school. If they reach the age of 19 and they do not have a driver's license, serious problem. In today's world, you gotta know how to drive a car and have a driver's license to get by. They don't wanna have to be able to work, they wanna stay at home. And they're playing you. They throw fits and temper tantrums when they are not given their way. Fist to the face, boot to the ass. A friend of mine's ex-wife's daughter who lives in the basement as a troll hole threw a fit because her mother would no longer buy her cigarettes and she's 23. Man, that is dumb. See you on the stripper pole, baby. Wait, no, I won't because you're ugly. I'm sorry, that's mean. You're a solid 5. You can have booze and watch total nudity. It's insane. When the parent-child relationship becomes parasitic. My kids get all pissed off, like, you're being mean. I'm like, that's right. I'm being short-term mean because I want to be long-term nice. You are not their friend. You're the parent. So suck it up, slave. Stack wood. And you guys like, oh, well, Pop, that's real funny. How do I fix it? Yeah, well, here we go. Dick moves are afoot. But you brought yourself to this point and you have to fix it. I've seen this technique. Number 1. Sell the home and move to a house that's smaller. I've seen that. I have seen that happen, and it is very effective. We raised you to 18. Now we're downsizing, and you're not part of the downsizing plan. Vegas and Hooters. Kick them out. That doesn't happen that often because there's a lot of bleeding hearts, and people get upset, and they don't want their children to be exposed to the real world. You're not really helping them out. You're hurting them at this point. You have screwed up badly. Report the individual for drug use and illegal activity, which usually happens when they've been in the home too long. If you have to resort to law enforcement to teach your kids consequences, what does that say about you? You can't handle your own shit. Yeah, that's it. This is my preferred method, BSA. Which stands for beat some ass. Winning. Sometimes you gotta throw a beat down on somebody before they learn a lesson. I'm living proof of that. I was an ass bag as a child, and I thank my mother for every ass whipping she put on me too, 'cause I earned them all. Violence doesn't solve anything. Wrong, it solves everything. Just ask General Custer. Raise the kids correctly from the beginning. And all you ladies out there who want to get divorced and do your own thing because you think it's going to be all, glory and the cock carousel forever. And you cut the father out of the kid's life, you rat bastard. When he goes to prison, ODs on drugs, or stays in your house until he's 30, it's your fault. And don't you dare say it's not. Good job, single mothers of America, keeping our prisons stocked. Winning? No. You give absolutely no privacy. None at all. No privacy, and you turn up the rules in the house so strict that they want to leave. If you start barging in every time they're trying to get some action, it's not a dick move. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do. You better wash these sheets, Johnny. They seem to be stained. It smells like fresh vagina in here. Getting caught in the act by your mother, you think that's bad? Try getting caught by your grandmother.
Oh, God.
Well, that was a bad day. This was the Troll Hole Effect, and I hope you liked it. And if you did, hit the subscribe button. Because if you do, maybe I'll let you stay in my basement for a little while. That's all.
Game clacker.
No, they wrapped this dude in duct tape. There's nothing he could do. They just picked him up and bloop, right in the toilet. And then they took him out in the porta john and stuck his head in the blue water. The next day, he had a stain on his forehead. It didn't come out for like 3 weeks. Oh my God.
Papa Smurf.
He was such an asshole. He was one of those barracks narcs that tells on everybody. It's not. Snitches get stitches. That's just the way it works.